Hello, you beautiful legends, and welcome to Blunt Force Healing Podcast, episode number 574. And here is 74 or 75. Anyway, it's Julian, aka Crossland Gamer. No. We won't be going there, Julian. We are too late to the tide. I thought that it would be safer to go to the waterfall. Yes, but we can go underwater on the way back. Sometimes you need to know when to let go, Julian. Okay. We'll try a couple of steps and see if we can get it, but the ocean is very rough today. It should be still low tide, and I can see that the tide is coming back very fast. Look at those waves. The ocean is returning very, very fast. So we are currently in that cave. As you can see, it's amazing. So we hid here, but we already had troubles going through there. And we will have a lot of troubles, I guess. So let us keep going and we'll see if we can get to the waterfall. Yeah, we're not going. We tried with Julian to get on that ridge, but it's dangerous enough now, and in half an hour it will be ridiculous and impossible to cross, so we need to give up today. It's just a matter of safety. He's trying on that slimy rock, which is like a skating ring. Yeah, we were hoping to get to the waterfall, but it's slimy here. It's slimy here. We still need to go through that part, which was already difficult. Whoa! When we went in, you can see the waves. We need to be very careful, but we just try and focus on passing it. Yeah, we managed. It was difficult here, especially here when it's slimy and there's water in between the rocks. Yeah, we keep going. We need to return. It was 30 minutes drive. We were hoping for at least an hour of spending at the waterfall, but I guess we need to forget about it. The tides tracker either was wrong or nature decided to change it slightly. And unpredictably, I was already surprised because when we were up there in the car park, I could see from a distance this particular rock, and this particular pass to the rock was already, in my opinion, too much in the water as opposed to the last time we were here. So let's go. And welcome back. A quick finisher, I guess. As you could see, our trip to Secret Waterfall did not end with a success because the tide was surprisingly far into the coast, and interestingly, when we came back to Donegal town, most of the bay was still uncovered and without the water. So I was right about the tide time. It's just that the high winds caused the ocean to be, I guess, pushing water much more aggressive into those areas that were the most exposed, and the bay was still fairly flat and without water. So yeah, we had to go back to the car. We were soaking wet. along the way we found, we met a couple of people still going down in groups to get to the waterfall. They were totally unaware that the tide was coming in, so we informed them to make sure that at least we do as much as we can for people's safety, because they came as far from, I think, from Belfast, so quite a way. I think it's about 3 hours, almost like Dublin. So I don't think they planned well to see the secret waterfall, and they said that in this case, if the tide is coming in so fast, they might just go to that little solitary rock or small semi-island. But yeah, it was very rainy, warm but rainy. And beforehand, before we drove with Julian to Secret Waterfall, we went with Elizabeth to Margot Cliffs, and we did a hike there, albeit it was quite doubtful. When we arrived, it was torrential rain with hail. It was gray, and we were worried that we wouldn't be able to get out of the car and do the walk, even though we drove for about 40 kilometers. So it wasn't perfect, but we waited for about 15-20 minutes and rain passed, and we did our walk completely dry. We climbed the cliff, came back, and then went down to the lake. And the rain started slowly coming back when we were at the jetty. So we returned the car and drove back home. So quite a busy day in terms of 2 trips instead of 1. I'm going to write about them tomorrow, but today I already wrote the blog post and it's quite significant, so I highly recommend going to the blog. The link is in the description. It's www.bluntforcehealing.com, and it kind of summarizes the journey so far of Blunt Force Healing project and what comes next potentially, because I need to think about preparing it for scaling, but also changing it and adjusting to make sure that there's a mutual benefit for you as a listener, watcher, or reader to get the most value of it in the least amount of time possible, and also me being able to efficiently produce both write-ups and the episodes, providing you with quality and, the essence without that blurry and dragging things around, or just kind of, content without the content, which just expands the episode, that it's longer, but there's little value to it. So as you can see, I always record these things on the go, and whatever comes to my head and whatever I remember, it goes to the actual video. So there's no preparation, no planning, no script writing or anything like that, which would definitely benefit this podcast and the blog in itself from time to time. I'm not saying that 100% of time it's good, because for a journal you need certain level of improv, or just getting on naturally and authentically, but you can still provide that authenticity and efficiency if planned and delivered, right? So it's 23:24, which means basically 24 past 11 p.m. Half an hour to go, so I need to wrap up, stitch it with whatever I have the footage from the waterfall trip, and upload it and publish it. So stay tuned, because tomorrow there will be more updates, and along the week I will be updating you about what is going to change and how the whole project will be changing. I'm not going anywhere. Don't worry. If you like the project and you want to continue to be subscribed to it, or watch it, or read it, and listen to it, then obviously it's ongoing, but the shape is changing. So for now, that's it. Thank you very much for tuning in, and see you tomorrow.